Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today I thought I would take you along with me for a thrift and style video. We're going to head to the thrift store, see what we can find. Of course, come back here. I will share anything that I brought home and then we will go around and style all of the goodies so you can see how to take thrifted items and use them in your home. I hope you enjoy this video and it gives you tons of inspiration. Let's jump right in and head to the thrift store. Starting this thrift trip off in the planter and ceramic section, I'm always looking for unique shapes and sizes, things that perhaps maybe I don't love the color, but the shape is amazing. Those are the things that I'm looking for because paint really can change anything. I'm going to be sharing that in today's video, the power of paint, so stay tuned for that. But I loved this sweet little picture. I actually wish I brought this home. It made it all the way to the cash, and then I ended up changing my mind. I did take this one home, and I forgot to include it in the haul portion, so please forgive me. I had already put it away, but I thought that these were so beautiful. I didn't take the bigger one, but I did take the smaller planter, the brass detail, the patina. It was just perfection, and I'm saving it to use it outside in our backyard. Worked my way over to the candle section, and I found a brass candlestick. Always on the hunt for those. I also found this natural candle. It's a soy candle, and these are so expensive. So when I find them in the thrift store, it's a win for me because these will typically run like $20 here in Canada, like the natural soy ones. So if I find them, even if they're a little bit burnt, I still will take them home because I picked that one up for $4. So really big savings. Made my way over to the wood section. This was another piece that I really loved and I thought about taking home. Something about the wood was so beautiful to me. I did leave it behind because I couldn't think of an area to put it in right away. So I left it for someone else to enjoy, but just going through and looking at the wood section, I love to find unique things here in this section of the thrift store. I really enjoy going aisle through aisle and just moving things around and looking at all of the different things. I just find it so relaxing and enjoyable. It's so fun to just see what you can find and just also look at all these different things and just wonder like who had it and what did they do with it and how did they enjoy it? I don't know. These are the things that go through my mind while I'm thrifting. But I found these beautiful silver candlesticks. They were solid and so gorgeous with their patina. I also thought this bowl was beautiful. I would have painted it and I just would never do that to something that is so uniquely beautiful. I think someone can enjoy that. It looked like it was older and I personally just don't like to paint older pieces that perhaps are like collectibles or valuables. I try and be mindful when I am changing and thrifting and flipping pieces. So I did leave that behind, but going through the kitchen accessories, and there was so much to be had on this particular day. I really thought that this is quite pretty, but I thought that these pot rests were quite beautiful. They were silver and just looked to be very old. I thought about bringing them home, but again, just trying to be mindful and intentional with what I bring in. I did leave them behind, but I thought that they were so pretty and such a great price for that quality. I thought this cutting board was so beautiful and I really wanted to bring this home, but as you can see, there looks to be some just wear and tear kind of damage on the cutting board, so I did go ahead and leave it behind, but I love the mix of the stone with the wood. I thought it was so beautiful and I really did want to bring that one home, but it was expensive and it wasn't in the best condition, so I did go ahead and leave it behind.
I also loved this marble tray. Now the lid was plastic, but if you are looking for something to place your jewelry on, or you could put this in the bathroom with like your skincare, there are so many ways you could thrift this and style it in your home in a way that works better for you. So always try and look past what the original use or intent of an item is and see how you can use it in your home. I know sometimes it takes some thinking, and sometimes I'm even in the middle of the aisle on Pinterest, like looking up ideas just to see if any inspiration will hit. So that is just a quick tip. Sometimes what you thrift might not be how you style it in your home, but you can really get unique. I have really come to love thrifting everyday items like silverware, utensils. I've replaced all of our plastic strainers, pots and pans. Like, so many things can be found here. And not only is it better quality, because a lot of these items are older and we all know that things were just made better back then, but also save some money and also help keep these things out of our landfill. So it is a win-win across the board. Such a great way to bring some quality items into your home for sure. And then I went over to the clock section, and I shared a couple videos ago, we did like a little mini refresh in my bedroom, and I was looking for a clock for my bedside table. I went between these two, this brass and glass one and then that first crystal one. I wanted something small and dainty, and I was so happy to finally find something. And this just is an example of sometimes you don't find what you're looking for when you're first working on a space or looking for something specific. You might not find it, but if you keep going back and you keep looking, you will probably get lucky. I loved the size and shape of this vessel. This absolutely came home with me. I knew I could give this a little bit of a flip and make it look like something that you would find in Pottery Barn or McGee & Co. So stay tuned because we are going to do that together.
I hope you enjoyed coming along thrifting with me. I am going to share the gems that I brought home today, starting off with, I think, my favorite piece of the day. This, okay, look past the color because I am going to give this a little bit of a flip in today's video, but I found this gorgeous, huge jar, and it was only $10.99. Now, originally, they had this priced at $19.99, but I noticed the bottom of the jar or jug had a price tag brand new for $19.99. So I simply went to the front and I just asked if they could amend the price, and they went ahead and did and gave it to me for $10.99. I love this. It has so much texture, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a makeover and use it in styling in my home. It does have this wording on the back, but all I'm gonna do is when I do style this piece, I'll just style it this way. So I'm excited to give this a little bit of a flip. The next thing I found, I've actually been looking for, and it is called a flower frog. And it is this gorgeous piece of stone, very commonly found in glass. But I was so happy to find one today in this beautiful warm stone color. So gorgeous. I've been sharing a lot that I'm so drawn to stone lately, and especially when it's more of a warmer tone. So I was happy to pick this up for $8.99, and I'm excited to use this with some florals today. So such a pretty find. The next thing I found, I had talked about in my bedroom refresh video, that I was looking for one of these beautiful little crystal clocks to add. Oh, we have a friend joining us. Hello, buddy. To add to my bedside table. So I was so happy to find one today. It was $10. It was a little bit more expensive, but it is a gorgeous, solid piece. I love the slightly modern design with the square detail in the front, and I just think it's so pretty. I had another one in my hand and I was going back and forth. I'm sure you saw it in the footage, but ultimately I just love the simplicity of this one. Before I share the last couple of goodies I found, I wanted to just take a moment and talk about this gorgeous leather sofa that is behind me in our living room. I'm so grateful. Valencia Theater Seating sent us this absolutely beautiful leather sofa. Their kind gesture could not have come at a better time because the sofas that we had purchased from a really inexpensive furniture store and they just did not hold up at all. We've had them for probably about 5 years and they were in rough shape. So grateful that they sent us this gorgeous sofa. It is such high quality. We've had the privilege of having it for about a month now and enjoying it. It's so easy to clean, which is what I love about leather. Very simple, especially with 3 kids, and I just love the color. It gives our living room just a pop that it needs because everything is quite neutral in here, and it's extremely comfortable and we really have been enjoying it. So I will leave a link to their website in my description box along with the link to this exact sofa if you do enjoy this beautiful color and style. And I just want to thank them again so much for sending this to us. We truly are so grateful. The next thing I found, I have been really into photos lately. I did thrift a digital picture frame a couple thrift trips ago and shared that with you all, and I was on the hunt for a photo album. We recently took a family vacation and I brought along 3 disposable cameras. I just thought it was fun and I was kind of craving the nostalgia of just waiting to see what the photos look like when you pick them up versus like deleting or taking multiples and choosing the ones that you like, kind of getting what you get. I think it's really fun that way. So I've already gone ahead and added our photos into the book, but I chose this one specifically because of the beautiful warm color. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Of course, with the brassy gold detail is up my alley. It does have this image on the front of the book, but all I did was add the photos as if this was the front, and I'm just going to style it on my coffee table this way, so you'll never even know that this is here. Not that this is bad, I'm just more of a plain Jane kind of person. So I love this. It was only $5.99, and of course all the prices I'm sharing with you. Keep in mind, I did have a 30% off coupon on this trip, so I did save quite a bit of money. But I love this and it's so pretty, and it's nice to have a photo album out because you can just kind of flip through and be reminded of some really beautiful memories. The next item I found is actually a clothing accessory. I do want to sprinkle these in here and there when I find pieces like this because I do think that it is so encouraging to know that you can find quality clothing items as well at the thrift store that can save you quite a bit of money and also just be fun to pick up different pieces. And I found this beautiful purse. This was only $10. My most recent bag that I love, it's this color. It did not hold up very well at all. Probably my fault because I do shove like my camera in it when I'm out thrifting and my phone and my wallet, but I realized that I did love this color. So when I found this one, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to replace the one that I had that was broken. And I do love that this one is like more of a purse style and it fits everything really nicely, and I was able to pick it up for such a low price. So really happy that I was able to find this. Now the next thing I found, I actually just popped into the Goodwill really quickly. Whenever I go to that particular Value Village that I shared, there's a Goodwill right around the corner, so I always make it an effort to just pop in. I don't get too lucky in Goodwill. I say that, but then I do have some really great pieces that I have found from there. But anyways, I did just pop in and I found this, actually a set of 3. I'll share the footage now, but I found this sweet little table. It's so hard to show you, but it's so sweet. It has such beautiful detail along the edges. It's solid wood and I thought it would be perfect to have. I would love to find a couple of armchairs to add to our living room. So I thought that this would be definitely something that we could use in here. I love the detailing on the legs. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna give it a good clean. I originally thought that I would do the oven cleaner method on it, but I don't know, it's kind of growing on me as is. It just needs like a really good clean. So I'm gonna see how I like it once I clean it and do a little bit of styling on it, but I don't know, you'll have to let me know. Do you like this like warmer wood? You'll have to let me know what you would do in the comments below, but I think for now I'm gonna leave it and just do some styling on it. With that being said, I'm going to turn the camera around now and we are going to do a thrift flip on this beautiful jug, and then we're going to go around and do some styling, and hopefully I can leave you with some inspiration today.
Starting off with the thrift flip, we're going to transform this vessel. And as soon as I saw this, I knew that I could make this look like something from Pottery Barn or McGee & Co. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. So this vessel already has texture on it. If you're working with a piece that doesn't have any texture, then I would use equal parts baking soda and paint. I recently did that in a video. I will link it down below. I redid some lamps that had a glossy finish and I transformed them to look like they had more of a stone finish. So because this already had texture, all I did was go in with my handy dandy matte black acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree. So very inexpensive. I went over and gave this 2 good coats of the black paint. The black paint was dry, I went in with 2 more acrylic paints. One was a brown color and the other one was a deep gray color. So starting with the brown, I mixed it in with whatever black was left. There wasn't a lot, but I think this is how you get that really seamless blended look, is because you just keep blending the colors. So I went in with that brown paint on a sponge and I just applied it, no rhyme or reason, just all around the vessel. And if you ever feel like you applied too much of a lighter shade, super simple, you can just go back in with a little bit of the darker one. So in my case, it'd be the black, and then just repeat the process. Super simple. And this is how you really start to get that kind of aged, natural textured look, is by doing this paint effect. So once the brown was dry, I did the same thing. I mixed the gray into whatever brown, black was left, and then I went in with that with a sponge as well. The only difference is once I applied it, I did small sections. I just wiped it to kind of, you see how it gives it a different look? And this just, again, creates more texture, dimension on the item that you're painting. So again, another small section, I applied the gray with the sponge, and then I went in with a dry paper towel and just smudged it around to make it look like it was rolling in the dirt for years and years and years. So that is all I did, and I did that same process, little sections at a time, around the entire vessel. And here is the finished look. I think it turned out so beautiful. Looks so much more expensive than $10, and I can't wait to style it. For now, I have it on that sweet little table. It is tucked away in this corner of our living room, and I think it's perfect. I love it, and I'm excited to add to it as I continue to thrift and find little gems. I went in and added that sweet little crystal clock to my bedside table. So dainty and very feminine looking. I think it looks really pretty, and I'm so happy that I finally found one. I do need to add a battery though. And then the beautiful floral frog. I love this. I can't believe I haven't had one for so long. It's perfect for making arrangements because you can strategically place the stems in each spot. You can place the greenery where you want it to go, and then you don't see all of the stems at the bottom. It looks very clean, very just polished. And I love the way these wild lilacs look in our living room. It looks so pretty and so springy and adds such a bright, cheerful little burst to our living room.
So that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I was able to give you just a little bit of inspiration. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly mean that. I'm super grateful for every single one of you, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone.